We're going to get right down to business tonight on the basketball side of things. For those that missed last night's stream, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers were up 2-0 and lost 4 in a row to Kobe, Shaq, and the Lakers, which is brutal. But that's where we're at, which means this challenge indeed goes beyond 2 seasons. Let's get it going. And actually, let me make that secondary save file just in case. Just in case, because you never know when it's going to freak the hell out. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and save that. Yes, AJ, I've already said yes to that. To you directly, I'm pretty sure. Player retirements: John Stockton, Karl Malone, Grant Long, Steve Kerr. Rick Fox retires at 34 as a champion elsewhere. How the heck are you? Irvin Johnson's gone. No major losses for either of us. Historical changes. We have the expansion draft to go through. The Charlotte Bobcats are now a team. Got the logo and uniform change for the Jazz, uniform change for the Kings, a full changeover and look for the Portland Trail Blazers, uniform change for the Bulls, logo and uniform change for the Memphis Grizzlies. Fair enough. But the Charlotte Bobcats are in. So you guys will be in a division with the Jazz, Sonics, Timberwolves, and Blazers. And I will be with the Bucks, Bulls, Pacers, and Pistons. What a song. I don't want it, though. To the draft lottery we go. With Chat's Denver team having the 4th best odds at the number 1 pick. Let's see what happens. The 4th best odds at the number 1 pick. Will it happen for Chat's team? Will it be? Got the Blazers at 13. Is this the time? The 2004 NBA Draft. He don't deserve the number 1 pick after gifting you LeBron. Correct. But they still might get it. Because they're not one of us. They get screwed out of the pick all the time. The Raptors stay at 11. 2 first, I believe you do, yeah. You're the ones outside the lottery. But a good chance to do some damage. The Wizards stay at number 10. Fucking what a weird logo that was, man. What a weird logo. Chicago at number 9. With an under 3% chance to move up, the Chicago Bulls have moved up. Boston stays at 8. Oh boy. You know, I wish I had downloaded a custom draft class so Okafor would have been in. Because he's not in the game otherwise. Timberwolves still have no lottery luck whatsoever, even if I'm not in charge of them. Love to see it. You love to see it. Denver. The Nuggets fall to 6th. 4th best odds, you'll be picking 6th. That is brutal. Miami falls to 5th. This was not the right year to be in the lottery, at least the high end of it. Holy hell. That is brutal. That is brutal. 6th. Jesus. Absolutely brutal. Well, the Pacers pick third. The Jazz will pick third. Okay. Will it be Pacers or Bulls? It's the Bulls. Which means the Indiana Pacers have won the lottery. Chat will be picking at 6th and 18th, thanks to Seattle. I will be selecting 28th. Another lovely NBA draft lottery, huh? Never fails to entertain. The expansion draft. You guys are going to have to leave somebody available, and yeah, it might as well be Dominic De La Rosa, who's nothing overly special. Obviously, look to keep everyone else. For myself, honestly, Tierre Brown or Fred Jones, I guess. I want to keep Perk. Am I worried about losing Fred Jones? I guess I'd rather lose Tierre Brown. So yeah, we'll keep Fred Jones. Beautiful. Nope. Okay, I can't keep both of them. Shit. Well, I guess we'll leave Fred Jones available then and hope they take Tierre Brown. Shit. Honestly, I was very unimpressed with Jamal Tinsley. I will leave him available as well instead of Perk. The expansion draft. Let's see. Bobcats take Jalen Rose. They did take Jamal Tinsley. Tony Delk. Christian Laettner. Darius Miles. Tony O'Daniels. Jerome Williams. Mehmet Okur. This is going to be a better team than they actually were. Samuel Dalembert from the Sixers. Gennaro Pargo. Derek Coleman. Moochie Norris. And that's it. Nope, never mind. They also took Gary Trent. Is that it now? That's it. Gary Trent, their final pick. It's a pretty bad team, but they did get Jalen Rose out of it. It's not a bad starting point. So to the draft we go. The Pacers at 1 take Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard off to Indiana. He played for the Pistons and nobody else in the Jordan era. Chicago take a generated center, Kobe Willis. Utah take point guard, Devin Harris. Bobcats trade the pick? Nope, they take Jameer Nelson. Not bad. Miami at 5 take Josh Smith. No trade offer for your pick, chat. So your best options, and you actually have quite a few. Let's get a poll up and running here for who you guys are going to be taking. And we might have to whittle it down a bit. So, I mean, point guard, you could look at Livingston, Bino Udrith as well. At shooting guard, I mean, the obvious shouts of Ben Gordon, Andre Iguodala, Kmart. Not the worst options there. Tony Allen as well. At forward, Trevor Ariza is probably your best option there. Kevin Wennington, RJ Wallace. I mean, Darrell Wright's also real, even though that's Matt Barnes. Power forward. You pretty much got nothing unless you take a computer-generated guy like Quincy Marion, which could happen. And at center, another generated guy, Jared Gatling. You have Anderson Varejao as well. Duly noted. So a reminder of what your team looks like. You do need a point guard, desperately. You don't need a shooting guard. You got plenty of those. Forward, you do have Rodney White, but he's not likely to develop in anything too crazy, but he does have B+ potential. Power forward, you have Nene. And at center, Chris Anderson and Greg Ostertag. So, you got options. Who are you going to look to draft here? 6th overall in 2004. What's it going to be? And again, if the poll hasn't popped up, refresh the stream real quick. See what you guys think. And it's looking like Sean Livingston's going to be the pick. It looks like Livingston's going to be the guy. Because I wasn't really seeing anybody be like, yeah, Bino Udrith. Which obviously, I mean, he's a point worse and 4 years older. It's looking like we can pretty much call it pretty fast here. That's what it's looking like. All right, let's call it. Sean Livingston, 6th overall to the Denver Nuggets. He'll be playing alongside the one and the only Dwayne Wade. Sean Livingston is the guy. Let's sim all the way to your next pick. No trade offer for that either. And unfortunately, a lot of those top players are off the board. Certainly not a great point guard. You don't need a shooting guard. So, I mean, at forward, Kevin Wennington apparently has an all-NBA ceiling, but a bench floor. RJ, starter bench. Darrell Wright, starter bench. So Kevin Wennington might be the guy. Power forward you didn't really need because you have Nene, but then you have the centers. Courtney Knight, bench. Apparently he's trash, according to your scouts. Hal Carney is already 24. John, what's happening? You got J.D. Wall, starter bench. Leon Long, bench. Leo Turner, starter bench. Art Cardinal, bench. Well, the best guy for you to take here certainly appears to be Kevin Wennington at forward. Because outside of him, it's not looking great. So I don't even think we need to throw this to a vote. He's the guy. It's him or Russ Longley, but you need a forward more, or a small forward more than you need a power forward. So Kevin Wennington. More like Kevin Wennington. Out of Providence. He is the strongest forward in the drafts. Let's see. No trade offer for me either. Interesting. Which sucks because there's no one available here. John, thank you. Who the hell am I supposed to take here? I don't really have a position of need. I just need best player available. I'm very upset I didn't get a trade offer. Well, there's two guys who are apparently listed around a C. Dave Newman was expected to go very early in this draft. Just across the board, Dave Newman has apparently slipped down the draft board, so I'm going to take him and just hope he's good. Dave Newman out of Italy. Yes, that great Italian heritage-based name. Dave. Aren't you going to need a point guard? I mean, I need a better point guard than I have now, but I wasn't going to find him there. And that is it for us in this draft. Quick and easy. Jared Gatling was a 76 to the Timberwolves. Ben Gordon off to the Knicks. Iguodala went 12th to the Raptors. Varejao with the Suns. Got Ariza, Tony Allen, Wennington, 72. That's not bad. You guys are one pick away from getting Tony Allen, which would have been pretty nice. And, yeah, you did fine, given the circumstances of who was left in this draft. Yep, I got Dave Newman, who's a 72. But, yeah, no, this was not a great draft. So, for me, Dave Newman. B+ potential, not bad. Not bad. We'll take that. For you guys, Sean Livingston rocking a B+ as well. And Wennington is a B-, but he's still worth signing for you guys. So, not bad. Not the best draft in the world for either of us. Not the worst. And again, the only team options that are going to pop up are players that we selected in the second round. So I am definitely going to pick up Kendrick Perkins. But again, you can see for the first 2 years of this entire run, options are totally fucked. As annoying as that is. Same with qualifying offers for the most part. Actually, no, qualifying offers are looking better. There we go. At least every team has a couple of qualifying offers to figure out. So for you guys, it's Newble, Ben Red, Brian Cardinal. I mean, you might as well just let go of all of them. They're all absolutely terrible. Why spend any money there? For me, it's going to be the same thing with DeQuan Porter. Nothing doing. So we go to free agency. You guys would have seen the team a minute ago. But a reminder for you now, Sean Livingston at point guard, D-Wade at shooting guard, forwards White and Wennington, power forward Nene, center is Chris Anderson. So we'll see what happened elsewhere. But, you know, kind of sets the stage for what you need. And I will be looking for a big name free agent point guard to really bring this team together. And of course, PJ Brown ended up leaving the free agency. But I do have Dave behind him. So the top free agents this year at point guard, Steve Nash and Stephon Marbury. Okay. At shooting guard, Wesley Person is the top option. Bob Sura is also out there. At forward, Desmond Mason, top name. Power forward, Kevin Garnett. And Rasheed Wallace. Also, PJ's out there. Not a single offer out there for Rasheed Wallace right now. And unfortunately, chat, you said you needed a center. You could go for 22-year-old Samuel Dalembert to try and get him to develop a bit. He does have a B potential. Honestly, chat, if I was you, I'd go for Samuel Dalembert if you were looking for like a future center, just to see if you could get him to develop. Otherwise, I mean, you could throw your name into the hat for Kevin Garnett. You could throw your name into the hat for... is Joseph Forte even any good? Nope. So it's pretty much either you throw your name into the hat for a Nash Garnett pickup, or you pick up Samuel Dalembert for pretty damn cheap. Or you do nothing. So I will leave that option up to you. In a what do, or a what da, as I typed. Nash, KG, Dalembert, nothing. Again, you have been taking the approach of slow and steady. Someone like Garnett or Nash, given their age, not quite in the window that you were hoping to build. And if anything, they might screw you out of, like, you know, top 6 odds at draft picks. I can't even say top 4 odds at this point because of how the lottery goes. But with those players, you are not really good enough to do damage in the playoffs. And you'll just be doing damage to yourself, kind of departing from that option. So I'll leave it up to you. We'll still put it up to a vote. I would personally vote Dalembert in terms of what you guys are looking to do here. It is also worth noting, you do have bird rights on Greg Ostertag and Ryan Bowen. But if you sign Samuel Dalembert, you don't need Ostertag. For myself, there's fuck all I can do. Fuck all. So, no doubt for me, it's either Steve Nash or Stephon Marbury. Can I afford Steve Nash? No, I can't. I don't know if I can even afford Stephon Marbury. I have to try. I have to try. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I have to try. Damn. I don't know if he'll accept that, but that is my move. And chat has elected to go after Samuel Dalembert, which I think is a pretty good move for you guys. I don't know why the Bobcats picked him up in the expansion draft, but then didn't do anything with him. It's very weird. Very, very weird. So let's solve that first with the Nuggies. Samuel Dalembert. Apparently it would just be like a 1-year deal. That's pretty weird. I don't know what's up with that, but nobody else is in for him. So offer that away. And for me, I am going to go for Stephon Marbury. Let's hope. He declined it. I'm going to try to offer him again next week when I can actually put the offer in there once I release my cap holds. So let's see. Yeah, see, I have a cap hold on PJ Brown. If I had the ability to just let that go the week before, I would have been fine. Yeah, we're going to renounce the rights on him. And for you guys, it looks like Dalembert is accepted. There's honestly nobody there that you have to keep. Just agree to a deal with Dalembert. Fuck! Marbury has options now, though. Or offers. I probably missed out on my bid to get Stephon Marbury. Fucking cap holds, man. Yeah, there's just... I can't get him. I can't get him. That's a bit problematic for me. It's a little bit problematic for me. I could bring over Derek Fisher after he just won a championship. But I literally can't even put an offer out to Marbury. Okay. Well, there's nothing I can do. I'll just hope that I can trade for somebody down the road. I will just hope that I can trade for somebody down the road. For you guys, you are still looking good. Looks like Samuel Dalembert will be here. I don't know what the fuck's going on with free agency right now, but okay. It's showing like all of these rando like G League players. Telling you, I knew we wouldn't fully be able to escape some of the Kobe era nonsense, but here we are. Still as confused as ever. Wow, Dwayne Wade +5 in one season. He's now an 86 for you guys. Nene up to an 80. Chris Anderson up to a 75. Adam Harrington a 74. And you did, of course, end up with Dalembert. LeBron, also a +5. He is now an 89. Carlos Boozer an 86. Ricky Davis and Ogauskas both dropped a bit. But my depth did get a little bit better. So LeBron encroaching on that 80, or on that 89 rating. He's encroaching on a 90 at this point. We will use the 2005 draft class. The 2005 class. So, a reminder of what everything looks like for us here. Future picks, the Cavs got both of my first and or both of my picks this year, both first and second. You guys have the same. Of course, 2006 will be the potentially big year for you guys in terms of extra picks. This draft led by Chris Paul, Deron Williams, Danny Granger, Raymond Felton, Charlie Villanueva, Channing Frye, Gerald Green, Andrew Bogut, also projected in the top 10. Not bad. So let's see what our teams are going to look like in terms of what the hell can be done. Honestly, your best bet's probably to send one of these random guards. Probably even Yarbrough. Necro on the 41 months. Good lord.
Highly unnecessary.
Good lord, sir. Necro, how are you? Thank you for supporting my face. Appreciate you as always. 41 damn months. Whew. Whew. Got that blue can rocking. Why don't you have that VIP badge? What's up with that? What's up with that? God damn. Your best option, chat, might as well be to put Vinny Yarbrough with Grand Rapids. For myself, I don't know. Apparently, it signed me Darryl Armstrong as a filler, which is pretty rough. Fred Jones is still here. Oh, Hurd with the 2. Just the offset there is pretty damn funny looking. Hurd, thank you for the 2 months, buddy. How are you? I am doing phenomenally well. How are you tonight? Moment of truth here, chat, when it comes to the coaches. Let's look at the Nuggets first. You still have an AA head coach and Joe Reeves, and we can still have your bench extended as possible to try and make your team as bad as possible because they're still not ready to take that step up. But you do have a nice young core of primary talent. So it's up to you, chat. Do you still want to have the bench this extended? Or do you want to make sure that starting 5 gets a ton of playing time? Because you're not going to be good even with them playing a lot. I personally would shorten the bench and make sure these guys are all playing 30 minutes a night. Because it shouldn't screw you out of that much in terms of opportunity seating-wise. For myself, we can't afford the tank. Frank, you guys have no choice with that outlook for that roster, though. That team's not going anywhere anytime soon. What year are we in? We are in the 04-05 season. For myself, I still have the same head coach. Thank God they didn't fire him after a finals run. But Wagner, Davis, James, Boozer, Ilgauskas, Jones, Desanya, Jop, Pierre Brown. I am okay with this. I am okay with this. But yeah. Wagner, Davis. It's not bad. It's not bad. So for chat, I will give you 2 options. You can run the full 13-man bench, keep the minutes down, try to be as bad as possible. Or you can pretty much drop it down to like the typical 9 and still have these guys playing a lot more minutes a night, especially someone like Dwayne Wade. And that'll be some valuable experience for those younger guys. So I'll leave that voting option up there. Poll should be up now. We'll see what you guys think. But yeah, you guys are pretty much stuck with the idea of just going for it because this team is not making the playoffs, man. Barring a miracle. Like, barring Dwayne Wade pulling off a miracle, they're not making the playoffs. Like, you do pretty much have to bank on the idea of my team not living up to their potential and you guys taking that a bit more slow and steady approach. And I say a bit more because you're not that far off. You are 2-3 seasons away, if that. 1 to 2 more really good picks, maybe 1 more good pick and a big free agent pickup. You're that close to this team turning the corner. Looks like Chad is going to shorten the bench a little bit, which is fair. I think that would have been the decision to make regardless. And honestly, you can even drop the bench utilization and let those starters play a little bit more. And honestly, go with the youth. 2 years away from being 2 years away, just like Bruno. Oh, God. What a player he was, though. Livingston, Wade, White, Nene, D'Alembert. You got Anderson, Harrington, Wennington. Honestly, you could even drop it to 8 instead of 9. But probably go back over to 9. Gets those young players some playing time, man. It's the important thing. So for the trade block, I mean, I don't know if there is anybody that has any value. You could look to move on from Yarbrough or Harrington just to see if you could get a draft pick for them. We might as well see if you can get anything. I mean, White and Harrington, probably both worth keeping for now until you get somebody better. Wendell Chambers won't have any value. You could look to move on from Anderson since you have Dallenberg. That's about it, though. Like, you don't have too many pieces. You don't have too many pieces to give away. Right offer comes along for White or Weddington. You should go for it, though. But let me know if you disagree with that trade block. For myself here, not against putting Wagner and Tierre Brown up there. I'm good with holding on to Fred Jones. I'm good with putting Perk and Desanya Jop up there. Good with putting my first round pick up there. I need myself an elite level point guard to bring this team together. I just don't know if I'll get that particular trade option. I hope so. Starting 4th in the NBA power rankings this season. NBA.com apparently has me even lower than that. Will the Cavs make it back to the playoffs? How bad will the Nuggets be, or maybe surprisingly good? We're going to find out.